game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So James Madison's offense will start this game off. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Using his legs, it's Blue. There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Let's go. And the Dukes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, James Madison.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Old Dominion's offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically. statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Gain of 40. And that's a huge gain. And a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're facing a third down. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 93 on the field goal.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And we're even here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Got the first down and more. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they get the extra point with a little bit of adventure off the left upright, but it's good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family... are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Dukes are threatening on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He wants to change this route. The running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A little release to the back. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking. And
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping Madison ready to go back on the attack. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pulls it in. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give to the tailback. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Timeout, James Madison.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal,
Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
But when you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the run, it's Blue. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm. what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pressure coming. Over the top. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down. The short return, but what a play to get the football back. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Just carved this defense and down to the 24. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Works his way to... Yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. Shed tackle. Left and housed it.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Sends it downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Just about set to get this second half underway.
23. James Madison, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So now it's second and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. JMU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have You've got to step up and start making plays.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8-ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score a touchdown.
Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, James Madison. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 6.
Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
At the 10-yard line. And that's a first down.
Rides the back on the option to give. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll run play action, buying some time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Barnett. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fullback's got it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward them for all of his hard work.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game.
Touchdown, Dukes! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the two.
Here we go. Ready?
Trying to pound their way in. What a tackle in the back. He'll lose 6 on the play. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Monarchs will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods.
39, James Madison, 30.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He turns it loose to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this...
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Monarchs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Power football with the run. Oh, better look out. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Monarchs are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, the sweet feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Monarchs have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Snagged out of the air. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Monarchs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. Spins away from the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Monarchs. Early attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for room. It's Burnett. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Lots of running room. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
James Madison, 44.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The play action fake. Quarterback adapted. Got his man to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the ground with the back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Duke come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll give it to him again. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Off the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Off play action. Finds a tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.